Hello, good evening. It's High Priestess Jamila. All right, I wanted to come and ask a burning question, which is a very, very good question. Which is why social media has really it's degenerated itself. Like social media within itself has degenerated. It has. I am absolutely convinced that it's just gone downhill. There are still people that make real content. Hey, one EQL. Hello. Hello. There are the real ones out there. It is. It's people. I appreciate people that make real content that I can enjoy. Content that is useful. I'm not even gonna lie. I was on TikTok a few minutes ago, and there was a girl that was on there. She was using a flat iron to pop popcorn, and people were watching. There were people that were like dissing her in the chat, in her chat room, but they were watching. So but I'm talking about people that make content that you can enjoy, that's useful. Okay. But I really have been asking this question for quite some time. People that don't like a person, people that dislike a person. Okay. Why do you think that coming to social media, doing anything, something, whatever it is that's silly and dumb that you doing, why do you think that it matters? Does it really matter that much to you? Or is it just that people become blind with hatred? you know how does coming to social media, when you dislike a person, and I think a lot of people have found this out, coming to social media to exact some kind of revenge against them, it does nothing for your life. It doesn't it doesn't earn or gain you any respect. Arguing with people in social media doesn't earn or gain you any respect. Doing underhanded stuff, it does not denote respect. In fact, it looks ridiculous. Um, Most people that are involved in situations like that are not respected. You're not going to get respect, period, in social media when you use it with the sole purpose of trying to get vengeance on people. I don't understand people's rationale behind that. And to do it every single day, to come on here like to go in any social media platform, getting vengeance on somebody. And then at the same time, while you're obviously trying to get someone's attention and you've been stuck on the situation for years and years and years, you'll go at the same time. And this is what every degenerate in social media does. Say I'm lying. Every degenerate and social misfit is constantly and actively trying to do something embarrassing to themselves to get back at somebody. But then at the same time, they're posting how wonderful their life is, how peaceful their life is, how amazing their life is. Nobody is fooled. Nobody. Nobody's fooled by that. I'm sorry. Your life sucks. Your life literally sucks. If you have to use social media every single, like, It may not be every single day, but every chance you get, you are trying to exact some type of revenge on somebody. Now, I'll tell you that what makes it even worse is when you are claiming to be somebody. You are somebody, right? You are somebody, people respect you, people like you getting paid in social media, you clocking G's and you just making it and banging it out, right? You just all got your shit together. But you're trying to exact revenge against a person that you don't even fucking know and never met. That's what makes you look even lamer. I hate to break it to some of these people, man. You are at the bottom of the totem pole. If you feel the need every chance you get, you wake up in the morning, I gotta get vengeance on this person. Do you even know this person? No, I don't know this person. Has this person actually done anything to you? No, but they did affect my life. How? They affected my life by making me feel some type of way. Because they ain't affected your finances. Trust me, a person that does stuff like that, you don't have finances. In fact, somebody probably takes care of you. Somebody is fitting the bill. If it's not a family member, it's the government. Somebody is paying. Nobody sits around. There is nobody in this damn world that sits around and gets paid for being a degenerate. If you do get paid for it, it's not much. So nobody is fooled by that. And that's bad. I want to say this to all of the young folks out there, in spite of what you see in social media, okay? These people are bored. They probably don't have nothing else better to do, decided to, just waste some time. But nobody is in social media getting paid big bucks to either be a troll or to exact revenge on somebody. Nobody gets paid for that. When you become an adult, you have to actually be productive to get paid. The only people that are getting paid for not being productive are maybe drug dealers, sex workers, and maybe even pimps. Otherwise, there's no genre. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all straight up and down. I'm about to change some lives here today. Okay. Because a lot of these people in social media, they don't realize how many young people watch YouTube. That is the reason why YouTube was trying to make after probably about 2020, if your content was not kid friendly, probably your channel got blacklisted. If you were on here cussing or doing anything, any kind of volatile behavior, we know the same thing happened to me. And it's because I was dealing with people that display their degeneracy all the time in social media. But to all of the young folk, these people try to make you think that your life is going to be gravy, that you're going to have success, you're going to have abundance and prosperity in your life for coming on here and acting stupid, stalking people, exacting revenge. They are purposely teaching you wrong. There are some people that are just like that. They hate their life. They don't want to set a good example. In reality, if you are in social media, you are an influencer. A person that is irresponsible has don't even have enough sense to not stalk a complete stranger for 10 years. This person is actually ignorant enough to be stalking somebody for 10 years. At the same time, lying to you, telling you that they have a successful career and they got it going on. They are lying. That person does not have a successful career. More than likely, that person's life is in shambles and they want to see other people's lives in shambles. They do not have a future. They do not have a bright future ahead of them. More than likely, that person could possibly be dying or suicidal, and they're sad and they're upset, and they want to leave poop to the world. They're not going to teach you anything. They're not going to be trying to inspire you. They're not. That's a degenerate. If you're watching stuff like that, sitting around screwing over people, trying to exact some kind of stupid revenge when really what they need to do is go and fix their life, right? That's not going to gain you anything ever in life. You're not going to be able to, because there's a lot of people that make money in social media. I'm one of them. People come, they see my videos, they say, I would like for her to do some witchcraft for me, or I would like for her to do a reading for me. Let me contact her. And that is because I speak out against the degeneracy. And I shouldn't even speak out against it, because speaking out against it, it does no good. It's a waste of time. You can't inspire a degenerate. Not really. You can't inspire somebody like that. A degenerate is a degenerate. We got degenerates out in social media influencing people, and they're basically trying to tell you, hey, you can come on here and be as unentertaining, have no point, be toxic, and we're supposed to believe that you're going to get paid for that. That's just like saying that you're going to win the lotto. It's 1 in 1 million. Like, there's literally 1 in 1 billion chance that you're going to win the lotto. You could, right? It's a lot of people that are serious about winning the lotto, and a lot of people do. There are some people that, well, I think that they have to invest. I think, personally, I think that the lottery is rigged. I've always felt that way. There's like a lot of videos out there that saying that they feel that the lottery is rigged, because there's been people that have poured tens of thousands, even sometimes people that have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in the lotto, and they have played numbers like, when a jackpot is like at 500 million or a billion, they'll play different variations of numbers and still don't win, and they've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's why a lot of people have confirmed that the lottery is rigged. Imagine being somebody that just has hundreds of thousands of dollars, though, sitting around so that you can play the lotto in like just variations of numbers. That's a lot of numbers to play. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in Powerball tickets. That's a lot of numbers to play and still to lose, right? So there's videos on here that speak about that. There's videos on here that, teach you how to lose weight, get in shape. There's videos on here that it may teach you or inspire you on how to increase your income. Okay. There's videos out here that will teach you how to purify your energy or purify your soul. There are so many helpful and useful videos on here in social media for you to learn from. Those are the videos that you should be watching. You sit there and you watch degenerates, right? And you're not going to get anything from it. You're not. And I'm going to tell you why. You know why I believe that. And I mean, unlike that lady with the curling iron that was popping popcorn, I'm not talking about her. She just doing something because she bored. Okay. There are people actually out here that hate the world. Like, I'm convinced of it. When I see certain content in social media, I change it very quickly, because I feel like those people actually have a lot of hatred inside of them. They don't want to share anything valuable to the world. Okay. Unless you are aiming at a very hateful and disgusting audience that just has a lot of hatred in their soul, you know, unless you're entertaining those types of people coming on here constantly trying to get revenge, constantly trying to insert you, constantly trying to do things that you think are going to bother a successful business owner. Trust me, we know that your life stinks and you are not convincing anybody of anything. You're not. No matter what it is that you do, no matter what it is that you say, your life is not where you want it to be. It's not. Just admit it. Admit that you hate your life. Admit that you have no hope in life, and not even hope. Not even hope. Like, if you don't even have any hope, hope is something that it's at the bottom. Hope is at the bottom of the totem pole, because hope versus action, two different things. Hope versus applying energy, because when you send out, and this is, I think that they base the threefold law on it, right? I think that that's what they base the threefold law in Wicca on. They based it on whatever it is that you send out to the universe, that's what you get back, right? I think that was originally the term for it. And I think people, and in fact, I did a little bit of research on it and I found that out. It wasn't about getting back karma. It was about the fact that whatever it is that you put out to the universe, it returns to you. So if you send poop, negativity, stupidity, non-inspiration out to the world, that's what you're going to get back. That man flagged different people in his sector to prove that he is willing to attack. See, this is what I'm talking about. Here's the thing, and this makes no sense to me. I'm not understanding. This is not a sector channel. What sector? Or but yeah, speaking of which, this conversation that I'm having could apply to any situation, not just that sector. But who is that man? Who is that man? By the way, guys, subscribe to the Witch's Broom channel if you guys don't mind. And then also follow me on TikTok, because that speaking of a sector, I've that's what I've dealt with. I've dealt with a sector of degenerates who have nothing else better to speak about, nothing else better to do. Literally nothing. Literally nothing else better to do. I'm not leading people to your channel. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm sorry. And I know that blocking these people is going to make them make videos. Listen, your content sucks ass. I'm sorry. Nobody can gain any momentum or perspective from you coming to social media constantly trying to get vengeance on people that you don't know, complete strangers. I'm sorry. That's why I blocked you. I'm sorry. This is not a sector channel. Go look at my past videos. Go look at all of the videos that I put up on this channel. Most of the videos. The only reason why I've discussed any of that, any of the stalking, is so that the community can know what is going on, because my children were being attacked. Here's another thing. If you are online threatening people's children, we know that your life sucks. You're a degenerate. You have no love in your life. Something is wrong with you. You are probably mentally ill. Spiritually ill we're not even going to discuss anything spiritual with you. You are mentally ill. If you cannot come to social media and figure out, and please stop calling yourselves content creators. You're not a content creator. You use this platform to get vengeance on the world because for some reason, these people hate their lives. I'm just sick of the lies. I'm tired of people lying about it. As someone that built a channel, built a business, and my unfortunately, you should never build your business around a YouTube channel. This is something, this is something that I learned as a business owner. Okay. You should never, ever, ever be codependent or be dependent on a YouTube channel for your business. You should always have a website with appropriate traffic going to your website so that your business can remain on top. Otherwise, um, I'm somebody that did it. I'm somebody that came to YouTube, put out valuable content, valuable information, inspiration so that people could use. Okay, unfortunately, I had to expose a couple of frauds. Unfortunately, okay, I had to expose a couple of frauds on here throughout the years, but otherwise, I've done it. I've done it. I've built a YouTube channel. I've built a successful company. I've actually progressed and advanced in life, overcame so many, challenges that I was ready to overcome. I've done it. I've done it. The only difference is that when degenerates decided I want to destroy her progress in life, that my business was a little codependent on social media, which is not good. If you are a business owner, you should never be codependent. If you have a website, you need to make sure that you have adequate traffic going to your website. That is the key. It doesn't matter. You can be a social media personality. There are people out there, however, that will try to find you. They will try to sabotage you because they're jealous. Okay. So that's one of the things that you unfortunately have to deal with in social media. And I've been noticing this has been happening a lot, especially in the spiritual community. For some reason, people just love to attack. Okay. They do. They love to be on the attack of people, constantly trying to create diversion, distraction, just upset, angry in social media, doing things because they believe that it bothers people. They believe that it bothers people that they're bothering somebody. And a person like that they're just irresponsible. They're wasting their life. Why would you waste? I don't care if it takes 2 minutes of your time. 2 minutes is valuable. 2 minutes of your time is valuable. It should be. Because I notice people doing things consistently to try to upset me purposely. That's your life, huh? Your life every single day is to just do things that you think is going to bother other people. But what have you gained? Nothing. Coming on here lying about what you gained does not mean anything. I can walk outside my house right now and show you a half an acre and surrounding my house. I can do a haul video and show you what I did. I can sit here and show you the production of things that I have produced, projects and spiritual items that I have made with my own two hands. I can show you 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. I can show you a sunroom. I can assure you that you're never going to manifest those things. By coming in social media, participating in degenerate behavior. Very soon, I'm going to be showing you a house at the lake. Everybody knows that I want a house at the lake. Everybody contacts me, Jamila, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to be self-employed. I want to be my own boss. I want to buy a house. I want to do this. I want to do that. That's the one thing I haven't done yet that I will be doing is purchasing a home at the lake. Okay. So, and you're going to see me do that as well. Do you think that any of the degenerate behavior is going to manifest that? Not ever. It doesn't matter what avenue that you're taking. It doesn't matter. Okay. So listen, I want people to understand that if somebody is doing degenerate behavior, don't watch them. If you know that a person is a degenerate, stop watching that stuff. There is a lot of influence behind these etheric waves on this internet. So this is the reason why we have a block button. This is the reason why I block out frequencies from certain people's channels as well. We were talking about this. Me and Jen were talking about this, about how people's demons come through their channel. They do. Your demons, in whatever demon or entity that is attached to you, attached to your bloodline, it's running your channel. So that's why I got people. I didn't just block people. I don't just block people's channels. I actually block. Like I will take a candle and block your channel out, period, because your demons are trying to communicate with the world. And I personally think it's a lot deeper, but I still think that people that do things like that, they do have an intent to do harm to the world. They hate the world for whatever reason. It's a hatred that you have to the point where you will sit there and waste people's time, and you just wasting. uh, I mean, those usually are the time wasters. Y'all remember back in 2000, and I think it was 2016 or 2017, degenerates that gave up on life actually came in social media and started a campaign called Waste Her Time 2018, Waste His Time, to where they just people just waste people's time. Why do people do that? And a lot of the times people like that will do that, and they will come to me and say that witchcraft is evil. They will say these things. Excuse me, enlightenment is evil. Alchemy is evil. See, this is the reason why, as a witch, these are things that I actually believe in. I'm not on here trying to entertain people. And there have been some people that have claimed to be a witch. Okay. They've claimed to be a witch. It's obvious that they're not witches because they don't create content that even resembles a witch, but they're claiming to be witches. But their behavior goes totally against a witch's grain or a witch's calling, including but not limited to attacking other witches, attacking witches' children. No, we know that you're not a witch. If you were an actual authentic witch, would you be doing those things? No, you wouldn't. In fact, there's a lot of witches that left this website because of that. They've left this website because of the degenerate behavior on this website. And here's another thing that I've noticed with these unauthentic. I'm not even going to go there with that as far as with unauthentic witches. Um, I'm not even going to go there, but I had to break it down and explain to one of my clients How do you know that you're actually dealing with a real witch? I'm going to do that on a separate live. I'm going to do that on a separate live. How, when do you know, how do you know that you are dealing with an authentic witch and not just somebody that's playing one in social media? Because most of the time people want a real practitioner, a practitioner of magic. They don't want somebody that's on here being a trickster. They don't want that. They don't want that. They want somebody that actually knows something about the craft, knows about spirit. That would be just like hiring that would be just like, let's say, and even though demonic possession does not happen this way, but let's say that, well, actually it can resemble it a little bit, but let's say that you had a family member or a loved one that that you felt needed to be exorcised of a bad spirit. That would be just like calling on a fake priest to go and help your family. Now, who would do that? Are people hiring fake priests that actually don't know what they're doing to help their family with their spiritual problems? And that happens a lot. That happens a lot. You would be surprised that at these churches, okay, not just churches, but businesses like myself that are actually helping people, actually doing something for the people in their community. But what if they hired somebody that was a fake? Now, I will tell you one thing. It can't be both sides. It can't be mixed. You can't be an ordained minister. In my humble opinion, you cannot be an ordained minister and you're talking about your reading energy and you're a damn Reiki master. Those two worlds don't collide. They don't mix. It doesn't. Now, I will tell you that that is a way for you to tell if somebody is a fraud. You can't necessarily be a Christian and you are practicing yoga and acupuncture. I believe that when people start trying to merge those things, there's a problem, creates chaos. This is one of the reasons why, as a pagan witch, if I'm going to work with a deity, I work with pagan deities. I work with deities related to witchcraft if I'm going to do that. You can't mix and collide both worlds. It's just not going to work. But you got people out there trying to do it. And I believe that that's fraud. That's fraudulent. And it's okay to separate the two. We don't need to merge together. As a witch, I don't feel that I need to merge with Christianity. I can get along with Christians. I can be best friends with Christians. But I can love a Christian. But am I going to try to merge those things? No, I'm not. I'm not going to try to merge those things ever because those things can't be merged. So it's a lot of high level just craziness in social media. And this is why I say I am not a social media witch. I come on here and I vlog just like when I came on here early this morning and did a vlog and spoke about something. It's okay for witches to vlog and talk about how they feel and talk about their experiences. Hey, I enjoy things like that. I actually follow certain witches on here that talk about their experiences doing work for people, just their spiritual significant things that have happened to them. That's the content that I enjoy. Okay. Otherwise, I'm not just pretending to be a witch in social media. I'm an actual real witch in real life. You see what I'm saying? I always have been. If I were to sit back and talk about my entire life story and this and the things that I've had and the spiritual experiences that I've had, it's what led me up to this point. Okay, I just so happen to be in social media advertising. A lot of us witches advertise in social media. What a lot of us are noticing is the high level degeneracy, in social media. It's quite annoying. In fact, I cannot wait, which it will be very, very soon. I'm going to be taking a huge social media sabbatical. I cannot wait. I don't mind that. I welcome that. I will be taking a sabbatical from social media for a while. I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to that day because social media, as a witch and as somebody that is highly sensitive and and a reader, it's irritating. I try to come on here and be as irritated as possible. I really do. It's hard. It's hard. As a witch, I'm constantly being tested because of social media, constantly. It's annoying. And there's no way that as a witch, you should allow social media to have any kind of bad influence over your life. I don't think so. Okay. If you are a real authentic witch, you gonna make it do what it do. Social media and that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with people in social media that want to do harm to people behind a computer because they are trolling, they are angry, they are sad, their life is in the toilet, it is pointless for them, and so they come to social media. They don't listen to anything that any that's why it's useless to even talk to them. You're wasting your breath. Literally, that person is going to do what they got to do. That's just like if you see people living that karmic life. You know what I'm saying? I call it that karmic life. It's where their life is not based upon any wisdom. It's pointless. It's just that karmic life. Even though they may run into people, and really, to be honest with you, if you allowing people in social media to mess with your life, you need some help. If people in social media are actually able to affect your life, you need some help. You could possibly use the help of a witch to empower yourself because nobody behind a computer screen should be changing your life. Hello, Shamika. Nobody in social media should be able to do harm to your life. But they will do it. I've seen them. I've seen them work very hard at it. They SWAT people. They will find out where you live. I'm surprised these people ain't locked up in prison. I feel that people like that should be locked up in prison. I feel that eventually something like that is going to happen. I feel that people that run around the internet dropping documents, sending people to people's houses, swatting people, I feel that those people are going to eventually be prosecuted for their crimes. I really do. Okay. Because it's gotten out of hand. It really has. But in reality, because we've heard horrific stories about trolls, and trolls have actually done time in prison. Did y'all know that? Hello, John Lane. Trolls have actually went to prison before. I can't be here too much longer, guys. I gotta go. I'm in the mood for some Coca-Cola. I need some Coca-Cola specifically. Specifically, I need to get me some. I don't want no Pepsi. I want some Coke. So I got to run up to the store. So I'll be seeing y'all later. But I mean, in fact, I would like to leave social media because it's refreshing. Shout out to all of the authentic witches. That's why my girl Jen is cool with me. That's why I'm cool with her. That's why I love Jen. That's why I love a lot of y'all that I commune with. She's over on Instagram, and she's constantly showing her spells. She's constantly showing her work, and that's important. I think that the ones in social media, and now I will tell you that there are a lot of people that they say that they are from a spiritual system that doesn't allow them to show their work. Okay, fine. I'm not going to be watching your channel. Okay, I like to see different witches' workings and stuff. It's entertainment for me. Okay, that's why I posted myself. I think that, our workings can be very beautiful, very inspirational. The energy that you get from it is very good. So I'm digging that. But these people that come to social media just specifically to be degenerates and to show how miserable they are, I'm sorry, hun. You are obviously doing things to try to bother people, but we all see you, and it doesn't matter how many people you get to agree with you. Everybody can see that you don't like your life. You are a you don't contribute anything to this society except for fuckery, and nobody believes you and nobody ever will. No matter how normal you try to make your life look, we know that your life is far from the norm, and I just don't understand it. Because I see people on here doing things that they think is gonna bother me. That stuff doesn't actually bother me. It makes me feel sorry for the people that have to actually watch you. That's what bothers me, is people that actually watch you and end up being influenced by you. I'm going to say this in closing. Please understand that there are a lot of kids on this website watching. Yeah, and you can sit up here and say, well, I feel that their parents should watch what they watch. Oh, shut up. Shut up. Okay, kids are always going to watch things that they probably shouldn't. They're going to run across it. They do have a kids version of YouTube, but I'm talking about kids that are 14, 15, 16, 18. Okay, an 18-year-old, a 22-year-old can sometimes be think back when you were 22 years old. Need I say more? Okay, somebody that's in their 20s is very young and immature. Okay, let's keep it a buck. So, shout out to all of the people that put up content that actually influences and teaches, instead of purposely trying to dumb down people. That's another thing. I believe that there are people that are in social media that are just here to purposely try to dumb down people. Okay. I really do. And I have a problem with that. I do. I have a serious problem with that. When you purposely are trying to dumb down people and attack people, that and people that are here just to attack people, you're not bothering anybody. Goodness gracious. Yeah, a lot of people on in social media do really need to look at their lives. Stop worrying about other people's life. That's one of the reasons why I don't put my personal bit, like honestly, none of my personal business is actually in social media. I had some crazy stuff that happened, but it's not actually in social media because it's like a warped version of my social life and social media by these people that decided they're not just trying to hurt me socially, they're trying to hurt everybody socially. It's ridiculous. It really is. It's totally ridiculous. And for you to go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. I am a psychic reader. I know exactly what's going on. I can tell you exactly to a T what is going on with that situation, even before you do it. So I don't understand people and why they spend their lives doing things that they think is going to either hurt somebody, and when really in reality, people honestly don't care. Let's say, for example, here's another thing. Let's say, for example, you broke up with somebody or you were having issues with somebody. Okay. Let's say it ain't even a man, it's a friend of yours. Why would anybody be stupid enough to try to capitalize off of that? That's loser stuff. You have got to be the worst kind of loser to try to capitalize off of that. But I'm gonna tell you why. It's because people bring their personal emotional issues to social media, and they figure, hey, I broke up with so and so 20 years ago. It ruined my life. So breaking up with somebody ruins your life because you allowed it. You allowed that breakup with that person to destroy you. You couldn't get over it. You couldn't. You could not get over that situation. And so here you are now, either 5 years later, 10 years later, 15 years later, and you're constantly focused on other people's personal business and social media because you need to deal with your own emotional damage. You do. And everybody doesn't react to situations the way other people do. There's some people that if somebody did something or said something about them that they didn't like, they probably break and tear up things, throw glasses, punch the walls. There are some people, if they had somebody front on them in social media, would probably break them down in tears and make them upset. And they would sit around trying to get vengeance and throw their life away for the next 20, 30 years of their life. Whatever. There are some people that wouldn't do that. There's some people that just really know how to regulate their own emotions, and they're able to look at things logically. There are a lot of people who can look at a situation logically and move on with their day. They're not sitting around obsessing. Oh my God, such and such happened. Oh my God, I'm just sitting around obsessing. Oh my God. Oh my God. And no, there are people that have a life. There are people that have responsibilities. For example, if somebody were to come out in social media and have a problem with me and attack me, okay, fine. You got a problem with me? Are you a client? No. You have a problem with me? Yes. Okay. Okay. I only have like maybe 2 to 5 minutes. I'm sorry. I have 2 to 5 minutes total per day, which would probably add up to what? An hour per month. That's how much time I have to waste on this situation while you're needing to go somewhere and be an adult. Okay. I've got 2 minutes to spend on that. You know what? I'm sorry. I actually take care of my family, right? I actually take care of the people around me. I actually have responsibilities. I actually have rent to pay. I actually have bills to pay. I don't have time to care about what you care about. I'm an adult. I have responsibilities. I don't have time to get wrapped up into that. I don't care about that. What difference does it make? Is it going to pay my bills? No, it's not. So why would I be discussing it? Why are you doing it? Because we know that you don't actually have any bills to pay. The reason why your bills are paid is because you don't have any to pay. Every adult in this world has bills to pay. Every adult has bills to pay. Period. So you sitting around not doing anything, constantly harassing somebody, what does that mean? What does that say about you? It says that you actually don't have any responsibilities. And with that said, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go. I'll see y'all later. I'm getting ready to run up to the store. About to have me some Coca-Cola. I'm gonna enjoy it too. I just need to belch. I need to burp. you know, every now and then I'll have me a Coca-Cola. So I'm about to go. Y'all have a good night. I'm not a social media witch. Okay. I am a witch in real life. I am a business owner. I've been running my company since 2015 is when I started my company. That is why I'm here. I'm not here to argue with anybody. I'm not here to fight with anybody. I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. The only thing I care about is my bottom line. And you know what? A lot of you guys would not have the structure that you have right now if it were not for people like me. If degenerates were actually able to run this world, you would have buildings falling all around you. Think about the last building that you went to that had to be constructed by an engineer. Think about that. I want y'all to think long and hard about how people that we're seeing in social media, what effect do they actually have on the world? To the point where you could build something and they'll try to tear it down. You do not want to be influenced by people that are constantly trying to tear structured businesses down. Something wrong with those kind of people. Everything, every single everything that you do all day every day, when you get up in the morning, you turn your TV on, or you turn your radio on, or you turn your phone on. If it were not somebody handling real business to build that structure behind the technology that you guys are benefiting from, okay? And it may not even have to be technology, it can be nature. Okay, that's just like if you guys are burning candles, just think if somebody decided, hey, I'm not gonna actually make this candle to sell to the world. I'm just gonna sit around and do a bunch of fuckery. Imagine if everybody on this earth did that. It would suck. It would completely and totally suck. I wouldn't be able to watch movies when I get back home. I wouldn't be able to communicate with my client who I have a reading scheduled for. It like I like people that produce. I don't like people that tear down. I don't. And there are a lot of people that got out there, they felt like everything was unfair and they decided, okay, since I can't benefit, I'm going to try to tear down as much as possible. And we know that that's the reality of it. All right, I got to go. With that said, I'm out. Blessings. Bye bye.